So with all that in mind, because you've mentioned a lot of things that you like about LeSS,
Yeah.
what's the one thing above all others that you love about LeSS?
Um, I think my uh, I think it's the idea that first of all it has a clear optimization goal versus all the other frameworks that I know. This is so amazing that not only we can say that less clear optimization goal is for highest customer delivering highest customer value um, and like at minimal adaptation costs. Um, but also you can basically explain all this, the rules, the whole less framework with causal loop diagrams, and to explain basically every single rule there is, and why it's optimized for organizational adaptability and customer value. So this is one amazing thing that I really like about LAS, that it so makes a lot of sense, and you can explain the rules, why they're there, what are they trying to optimize, and that you have this principle behind that you act basically on principles that guide you. Um, and you basically have this kind of perfection vision that you will never be able to reach, but you can um, yeah, work against. And there are many principles that I love, but especially the more with less principle I think is my favorite one, because yeah, you can do so much more with less, in and you can see this principle living in everything that you do basically, right? So yeah, that's yeah I'm a big fan of this principle, and obviously about the whole simplicity behind less. I mean, not that is a simple framework as you said it, but it simplifies organizational design and makes obviously the organization simpler to approach in some ways.
So with the optimization goal, there's a clear and compelling why. There's I
Yeah,
think which
yeah,
helps you understand
yeah,
then things like the principles, which is saying you love them, particularly the more with less principle, because you can get more with less. So the
yeah,
clear and compelling why, and some of those principles, I think they're good reasons to love less. Is it? I've always had a. It's interesting because there has been a shift away a little bit from Bas, maybe Craig. Might have that wrong way around. Away from this idea of an optimization goal, but I think it sticks with people, and I think maybe because we've been around for a while, we really carry it with us. Because I also like having that. It gives me a north star by which to judge some of the decisions when I'm trying to use less in an organization. And there's
yeah,
another great thing you said there around the simplicity. In the frameworks on paper are really simple. Because less is
yeah.
this overloaded term, it isn't just less doesn't mean just less framework. It's
Right.
less and less huge frameworks. It's the principles, it's the guides, and it's the experiments. And it becomes, it's a big old encyclopedia of experience and experiments and knowledge there, which really helps people use it increasingly well. And I think that's definitely one of the reasons why I love it. I love it so much. I love the overloaded nature of the term, even
Yeah.
though maybe it's a little bit confusing.